Today on Small Cap Power, we're talking about a company called CannaVcell Sciences, whose CEO claims is going to revolutionize the supply of cannabis. Let's welcome the CEO and founder, Dr. Zaki Rakib. Doctor, thank you so much for joining us on Small Cap Power.
Thank you for having me.
So your business model and product is based on that fact that growing cannabis is both difficult and challenging and expensive. How are you overcoming that with your solution?
So, just like you said, why growing the cannabis plant when all you need are the active ingredients that exist only in the bud? Mm-hmm. The biofarming technology bypasses the traditional conventional farming by growing directly the cells of the cannabis to produce directly the active ingredients that exist in the bud.
Okay, so this is biofarming, bioharvest. Is this a proven technology? Have you tested it out in the market?
So this is technology that has been developed over the last 10 years in a company called Bioharvest, which licensed the technology to CannaVcell. The company has invested over $20 million in R&D just to produce this platform technology and has tested it successfully with 5 different products, with red grapes, with pomegranates, with olives, with blueberries, and an additional South African plant called Hoodia gordoni, to the extent that it has a factory and has made one of the products commercially available.
And now you're bringing cannabis to biofarming, or biofarming to cannabis, and you call it a match made in heaven. How so?
Because in cannabis, you don't eat the plant, you don't drink it. All you want is to get the active ingredients from this plant. So why growing it, why going through the efforts and the capex and the opex and whatnot to grow the plant when all you want is to get the active ingredients? So bypassing this process in bioreactor. So basically we take the cells, we cut them from the plant, we take a cross-section of the plant, we take the cells, mm-hmm. we create banks of cells, and we never see the plant again. So one time we meet the plant, we take the cells and we grow them in liquid medium. So we use the idea of hydroponic agriculture, but we're not doing agriculture. We're not growing the fruit or the plant itself, but go directly into the active ingredient.
Mm-hmm. So dry bud is essentially the same as your powder, the powder that you're developing. What are the efficiencies of this biofarming, bioharvest system?
Not only is it reducing dramatically the time for production, because, for example, in using biofarming technology, we have 17 cycles a year. Mm-hmm. So every 3 weeks we harvest, from planting the cells until harvesting. Over 100 square meter space, we can produce 2 tons per year. So it's an order of magnitude, if not better, space efficiency. The cost of production, we're into the sub $100 per kilogram. Mm-hmm. But most importantly, and one of the biggest advantage of this technology is the consistency. Right. There's no way with traditional agriculture that you get 2 plants to produce the same exact amount of cannabinoids, the active ingredients. Here is a technology that forever, once you start with one strain, which comes from this original bank of cells, forever you produce the same exact product and consistently, which is critical for the pharma industry when you look at the medicinal application.
So how far along are you in adapting cannabis to biofarming?
So ever since we did the merger in October with the public company called CannaVcell, and under the symbol of CNVC, we started the development program, which spans over 16 months. We're now in the end of the 4th month, and we're tracking very well the development. We are in the solid state, which is the one time we build the banks for the cell banks, and we expect in a few months to start the liquid phase, which is demonstrating that the cells can grow, the cells of cannabis can grow in a liquid medium in those bioreactors. The program now is well on its way. We have completed the labs. We have received all the regulatory approvals in Israel to conduct the research, to grow our own strains, in order to give us much more flexibility. Mm-hmm. We hope to finish and to complete the development, meaning that we have proven the feasibility and getting ready to build a plant for production by the end of this year, end of 2019.
Okay. You're already selling your grape concentrate in the United States and Israel. What are the commercial applications of biofarmed cannabis?
Basically, it's the ability to grow the raw material and to provide the industry with a raw material that is consistent at a lower cost and with the purity, because one thing we need to remember that the entire process is done in aseptic conditions. That means there is no room for any fungi, for any mold, for any type of pesticides. Totally clean. So we will avail the raw material as if it was someone who is growing cannabis in the field, except that it's growing in bioreactors. And as such, downstream, people can mix it into beer, into bars, into confection, can be smoked, can be eaten, and of course can be used in medications, which I think is a very important thing.
So while there are companies talking about their greenhouse cultivation, hydroponics and stackable, and you've completely disrupted the game, what is your one key message to investors and our viewers? Why is CannaVcell a great investment opportunity?
Join the revolution now. I mean, this is changing the whole industry in the way we grow the cannabis. It's a much faster, much cheaper, much more efficient, and it serves all markets. If you wait, it might be too late because we're going to produce cannabis.
Dr. Rakib, we are very excited at SmallCapPower to track this story. Thank you for your time.
Thank you for your time. Thank you.